Hello folks, welcome to our presentation. My name is Hunter Burns. I'm the VP of Marketing and Outreach for a new company called the New Harvesters. Now, what you might be wondering is, what are the New Harvesters? Who are we and what do we do? Well, the question is a complex answer because we have so many wonderful products, but what I want to talk to you today about is New Fro. New Fro is our new concept to yogurt. It is something that we have been developing out here in our headquarters from Castle Rock, Colorado. Why are we in Castle Rock? Because, well, it's very simple. There's lots of cows right next door in Elbert County. So we have lots of cows to make yogurt with, and that is creating new, fresh, natural products that are coming to grocery stores near you, and something exciting, a whole new concept to yogurt that we will be bringing to the world. We are very excited about this product, and we cannot wait to be sharing New Fro with you and all of its natural flavors that have less sugar, more probiotics, and more sustenance than the average yogurt. So let's dig in. What is our concept? Well, it's a spoonful of real. So I hope when you guys look at what we have to offer, you'll realize the real value of our product and how we make it. Our situation analysis. Why frozen yogurt? It's a very simple question. You know, why frozen yogurt? It's because the top 10 ice cream brands are basically individual from each other. You cannot tell a difference. We need some market differentiation in the frozen aisle. That's why we created a frozen yogurt rather than a regular yogurt you'd see next to the eggs and the milk. We have something a little different, and it's exciting to share. Even though those ice cream brands have a zero differentiation, they have something that does matter, the numbers. They have $770 million in sales and exhibited a growth rate of 3.6%. What does that mean for us? That means we have an opportunity to break in and steal a part of their share with something a little bit more special. And what is that? Real flavor. Because there's a growing market, that means new customers and old will both be reaching for the same aisle. They'll both be grabbing Haagen-Dazs. They'll both be grabbing Ben & Jerry's. But hopefully they'll be grabbing something a little better, especially active young adults. Active young adults are our target market because they want something different. They don't want the same thing that their grandfather did, where they grab the Bluebell ice cream when they're upset or when they're sad or need some cheering up. If you want a late night treat, you want something that can both give you a great filling feel, make you feel whole, as well as healthy. You want a healthy product because you understand nutrition. The modern consumer understands what they're eating. They understand that there's a lot of problems with the food market, and that's what we're trying to address here. We're trying to create a product that has less sugar. We have a gram less sugar than any other product, guaranteed, but we have more probiotics than yogurt and ice cream. So that makes our product more viable to the consumer. They can eat our product without having issues. A lot of them might be wanting something that has lactose. The lactose-free thing is going away, but they need something that has a little bit more sustenance, because if you're an active young adult, you want something that has some go juice in it. You don't want something that makes you feel sick and irritated the next day. And we've been having some real results. New Fro is a product that has less sugar than all the major brands and less empty calories. That's an amazing goal we've been able to do only because we have the freshest ingredients. We only use natural flavors. We don't use high amounts of high fructose corn syrup. We don't use granulated artificial flavors. All of our products are natural, and that's what makes ours better for you, because you're not eating a bunch of processed foods, even though you're eating a treat. That's one of the things that we really think is going to help with our brick and mortar approach to this store. If you're searching on Amazon, you might be tempted to eat something that's just bad for you, since it's, you have a relationship with it. You love Ben & Jerry's because it's what you reached for since you were a kid in high school. It's what you went to the ice cream store with, is Baskin-Robbins. Baskin-Robbins has a brick and mortar approach. In the same way that you can only get frozen yogurt in a brick and mortar location, now you can get it and take it home with you at the grocery store. And that's what's going to be one of the values of ours. Frozen yogurt has less sugar. It has more benefits. And we have great flavors too. We have amazing new flavors that you can't, get anywhere else. We have blueberry, blackberry, we have lavender, pumpkin, cinnamon. These are flavors that, Haagen-Dazs tries to do well, but there are lots of times they're mixed in with vanilla, they're mixed in with all the other flavors that are very de rigueur. or just boring to the consumer. They already have it. We have something that they don't have. We have something that you'd have to go to a specialty store, down the street or in downtown just to get something as tasty, as new as our lavender wildflower frozen yogurt or our wild patch blueberry, which makes you feel like you're tasting a whole new blueberry every time you take a bite. It's not that half flavor that you get from artificial things. It's the real deal. Yogurt is an expanding market just like ice cream. While there's a 3.6% market rise annually for ice cream, there has been annual growth in the yogurt market. And in 2027, they're expected to receive $4.8 billion in sales. Imagine $4.8 billion in sales that you can break into with a product like this. Our capitalization, our goal, what really makes our business strategy different is that we're not just going after one target that has little differentiation. We're going over two targets that have little differentiation, yogurt and ice cream. If you go to the yogurt aisle, what will you see that's majorly the same? All the flavors, all the brands, the prices are different. That's really the only difference between ice cream and yogurt. That's one of the things that make them very, very, very easy to target, because with our new product, we have something that can break into both markets. We can be put into both aisles potentially, and we have something that they don't, and that's the health benefits to back it up. With more probiotics and healthier ingredients, we have something that the other guys don't. We just have a better product that can break into both markets. And the frozen aisle, you want something that's going to be a little different. Most of the time when you see it, you get stuck by things that are pseudo healthy, oat milk things, or fat-free ice cream or dairy-free ice cream. And while those might be good for people who need those benefits, they're not healthy. They're still like eating an Oreo. Eating an Oreo is vegan, but not new Harvesters, because even the toppings we don't encourage sprinkles. Sure, you could buy a separate thing of sprinkles and pour them into our yogurt, and it would be delicious. But the toppings that come with our yogurt are granola, blueberries, cranberries, things that will make you feel good when you mix them in, and they taste delicious with our yogurt. So we're coming up with a different approach from when you go to a frozen yogurt store and you get something like gummy worms and chocolate and they freeze in. We have stuff that go naturally with our product. Blueberries, granola, they naturally taste great with these products because they're all part of a balanced breakfast. Really, you could have New Fro for breakfast and you wouldn't have to feel too bad. But it is marketed as a treat because it is so delicious. You can't have it all the time. But what you can enjoy and not feel guilty about with our product is that we have something that is eco-friendly as well. We have an eco-friendly product. We use less cardboard in our manufacturing. We use less plastic when we created our cup design, and our sizing is different because we want proportional meals. If we want to be eco-friendly, we have to realize we have to eat less of what we love because the product needs to have less impact on the environment. So that's why we're creating smaller containers that help proportion what your treat should be like. But that doesn't mean you still can't enjoy it, because the plastic on top, you can peel that apart, enjoy the granola, the blueberries, all the great parts of what should be part of a healthy treat. So what is our marketing objective? It's very simple. We're going to start in places that we think will have great benefit. Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Natural, Vitamin Cottage. Those kinds of places already look for products like ours. We think if we start in specialty stores, we can do some great market research and then begin expanding. We want to hit Walmart, we want to hit King Soopers, but we also want to have our target cities, which are listed in our report. We want to have those be the markets where we see high concentrations of young active adults who are also, trending towards female, because what we saw from our marketing research is that yogurt and ice cream tend to go towards a female market. Now, we really, really want to get the whole active young adult sphere, so that's where some of the health benefits come in. We think we can get the guys too, and that's why we want to test in these specific cities. We want to test in Denver, we want to test in Los Angeles, Seattle, Portland, we want to do New York, and then we want to focus on other cities like Cleveland and Indianapolis, because we want to get cities with a high concentration of young active adults, and we think we'll get those from the trend lines of where immigration patterns to new urban cities goes. We want to make sure that we get a product that can appeal to many different people, not just people who have kids, but people who want a treat of all ages, demographics, and sizes, because eventually we have to think past the young adult active market and to think about where people are going to be 10 years from now. We want to build a brand relationship with them. You'll see a lot of the products are going to be kind of like Chobani a little bit. They're in packets that are, you know, a normal size, 12 ounces. That's very something you can enjoy in a couple different steps. You can enjoy it in one or two, but you know, Go-Gurt, that's gonna be something that's gonna be marketed towards the kids. We're gonna make a Go-Gurt product eventually that'll be for when those young active adults become young active parents and they want something that their kids can enjoy. That's not gonna have too much sugar and it's not gonna be the Haagen-Dazs of yogurt like Go-Gurt is. Now, making a product like this is expensive. So that's why when you look at the different brands, you'll see there's a lot of similarities in where the pricing goes for ice cream and for yogurt. But New Fro is a little different. You know, we're starting in specialty stores. We think our marketing approach is going to be geared towards first starting at specialty stores, then building out wide. That is one thing that we think is a strength, because then we can get used to people using this as a specialty market, not just as a niche, but something that they really view as a treat, something that they buy, they covet, and then they'll want to buy again, because it's kind of like a guilty buy. You'll want to have a guilty buy like this. You'll want to eat this because you'll get cravings in the middle of the night, and instead of reaching for the Haagen-Dazs or for Ben & Jerry's, you'll reach for us, and you'll feel good about it too when you wake up the next morning. So that's why our pricing is just a tiny bit different. It's a little higher, but with the smaller sizes, I think people will realize that the price per ounce isn't as bad as it looks, and the value you get after you eat our yogurt is exponentially larger. And you know, that's one of the reasons we've really been focusing on modernizing the frozen yogurt market. Our goal has really been to put our stuff in specialty stores and then to build out wide, because you can only get frozen yogurt in one or two places. A giant tub, you know, and that's great if you're really having a bad day, or you have to go to a store to get it. And they're usually mom and pop shops, and they're not always locally available. We want something that people don't have to drive to get, they can just enjoy. And you know, if you're a young active adult biking to the grocery store, this is something you can carry home too. Now, when we look at our SWOT analysis, our strengths, weaknesses, threats, and opportunities, we think we're heavily favoring strengths and opportunities. Threats are normal because we're in a very saturated market. It's gonna be something that's gonna be hard to break into, and something that's, you know, a weakness for us is that we're gonna have to be working hard against the brand relationship of many other companies. But you know, something that we think is going to be an opportunity is differentiating ourselves off of Talenti. Even though it's listed as a threat, this is something we see as an opportunity and a strength, because if we can flip the narrative and state that, you know, we can take the threat of Talenti's unique flavors, but go ahead and add the health benefits, people will really see the difference. And they'll realize their product is just high in sugar, high in artificial flavors, and you know, it's creamy and it's delicious, of course, but it's not the treat that New Fro will bring to you. So our brand recognition is all about lifestyle. We really are going to market hard in the areas of lifestyle yogurt marketing. This is something that Chobani has really tried, but they're not successful because they just don't have the goods. We have the goods, and that's why we're going to be marketing with lifestyle influencers. We're going to be using them very early on. We're going to pick a couple spokespeople we really enjoy. We want those feelings connected with New Fro. So when people enjoy New Fro, they also get the products that they love outside of where our yogurt can be, which is all about activities. We want people to feel active. What also will help us with our marketing strategy is how much we're emphasizing social media to reach young people. We're going to be starting this from the ground up. What do people need? They need a healthy product that aligns with their core values. That's what young people want nowadays. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to expand through social media. We've already mentioned that we're going to be working with a lot of lifestyle influencers. We believe that they're the key to creating a market that will help us find the New Fro audience. It'd be not just a yogurt company. We're going to create content that's going to build into them as well as inspire them. So that's why, folks, we're very confident in New Fro's success. We think that this is a product that's going to be a great addition to differentiate the frozen aisle market as well as the yogurt aisle. And we think that New Fro is going to be something that really, really goes for young adults. If you have any questions, link them in the comments below.